Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Thunderstruck Super Series 60 at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. I am Zach Wetstein. I'm here with Logan Sturgeon. How you doing, Logan?
Not too bad, Zach. How about you?
I'm pretty good. We're about to see some more half-mile racing after last night's fun race. So another half-mile race tonight, and I mean, you can never complain when it comes to a half-mile race. It always brings a bunch of action, regardless of what car you use, what series it is. So I'm looking forward to these guys seeing battling out tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Nashville is the newest oval track that they've added to iRacing. So, who knows what we're gonna get tonight? This is a new track for everybody. I ran some practice laps earlier, and I'll tell you, it's one tough track to tame. So, tonight's going to be interesting. Expect a lot of people to be overdriving into the corners and getting up close to the wall.
Yeah, you mentioned overdriving the corners, and we simultaneously had two drivers in a row spin it out of turn four. So, two drivers have already experienced the wrath of the exit on turn four, and I won't be surprised if we see some more of it during the race, just because of how tough the exit of some of these tracks can be.
Yeah, they're gonna, especially for the guys that raced last night at North Wilkesboro, they're gonna have to realize, easy into the throttle, or else they're gonna go around. This is a track where slow is fast, and they're gonna have to take their time and make their moves accordingly.
Well, while we do have some people still qualifying, we are going to talk a little bit about the upcoming series for this Thunderstruck Super Series. They will be on Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time practice, 9 p.m. qualifying, and the race will be shortly after the qualifying. As you see, the first race, November 5th, will be North Wilkesboro with 125 laps, and you can see the rest of the schedule there on the graphic. It's a fun 10-week schedule of mainly short tracks, but you see Charlotte Speedway in there. So it's a fun schedule, and I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of these short tracks on the schedule. Specifically Martinsville, U.S. Speedway, some of these tracks you don't really see much anyways unless you're on iRacing. And so to put those on display will be a fun watch for the series.
Oh, without a doubt. When I first got into iRacing, I wanted to race the Gander trucks, the Cup Series, the Xfinity, and I found a league that was really big on super late models. And some of us racing the night, or some of the guys racing the night, came from the same league, and we all fell in love with super late models. These cars, you really have to drive. And you get a good group of guys that know how each other races, and you get some insane racing with these cars on some of these tracks. So the schedule, we put the schedule together about a couple weeks ago. We picked tracks that we all have raced at before, and that we know has really good racing as long as people put in the time and effort to practice. So I'm definitely looking forward to the North Wilkesboro and the Martinsville races. Those are going to be some really competitive races.
Yeah, for sure. So qualifying is now over. We will start to pull up the graphic for your grid. Oh, I forgot to. Actually, I'm not going to pull up the grid because I forgot to change some. So I'll read out to the grid tonight. My apologies. I forgot to change some of the stuff on the graphics from last night. So your pole sitter is Connor Hall. Second place, Justin Hendry. The second row consists of Ray Horneo. Sorry if I butchered that name. And Shannon Wilder. Colton Everingham and Josh Oswald in that third row. Joaquin Meza and Jake Arnold in the fourth row. Coming in ninth place, Keith Thurst. And 10th place, Xavier King, rounding out your top 10. Coming in 11th place in qualifying, Devon Smith. And in 12th, Carson Nagy. 13th in qualifying, Chase Tibbetts. And 14th, Nathan Bryan. Some of these positions are changing because they're out on track. But we'll get back to. So 14th is Keith Lichten Warner. 15th is Jason Warren. 16th is Todd Schatz. 17th is Zachary Cook. 18th, Bradley Miracle. 19th, Evan Smith. And 20th, Jeffrey Johnson. 21st, Charles Mac Trender. 21st, JD Legg. 22nd, Chase Lewis. 23rd, Jerry Parker. 24th, Devin Smith. And 25th, Bray Holmes. They started to get a little bit jumbled up there as they were moving on track, so that's why I lost my footing there for a second. We have, it looks like, on track right now, 18 cars. So, I mean, last night proved that you can have good racing even with about 11 or 12, and tonight we have 18, 19, maybe even 20 people, so it's going to be a fun race, Logan.
Oh, absolutely. Can't wait for this. 18 cars for super late model. That's a pretty good turnout. We'll take that any day of the week. Looks like the pace car is getting ready to pull off, and green flag's about to drop.
Yep, coming out of turn 4 to start this race. Connor Hall controls the field, and he is off and running clear of everybody else in the pack, side by side for third.
Connor got a really good jump. Oh, we got a spin in 2 already. Looks like caution's already out.
So we do see wrecking. We're going to go back here and see what transpired. So you see the 12 here already around. We're going to see what caused that. Oh, he got hit in the back and it spun him out. And unfortunately for him, he got hit more by the 20 car, and there was some more contact on the front stretch. As the first caution of this race comes out early, it's a tough track when you're in a pack like this. So these guys are just going to maybe have to take it easy, feel it out, and wait a little while longer before really racing each other with 100 laps here.
Yeah, it looked like the 13 of Chase. Like I said, he overdrove the corner going into 1 and got into the back of him. So, these guys are gonna have to. They do have 3 quick repairs tonight since this is a new track and it's a lot of guys that they haven't raced with before. So they're just gonna have to take their time tonight and hopefully get the field spread out a little bit. But I really did. I like the jump that Connor had off when the green flag dropped. He got a big jump going down the front stretch.
Yeah, he just jumped the gun and the guys were not ready for it. Although I'm looking for Connor Hall. He is back in the 18th position right now. He might have pit. Let's pull up.
Yeah.
See what lap he pit.
Nope, sorry.
No, you're fine. We're just going to see if he did pit. So he did pit. Not sure what made him want to pit. Obviously, that's a personal decision here early on, as we didn't even run a lap. So we'll see what that was. I didn't see him get into any contact.
No, neither did I. Maybe he had to make an in-car adjustment. Maybe he didn't like something related or something that his car was doing. So he had to come down and take care of it.
Yeah, so our pole sitter early on is going to be back in the pack, and so that should make some interesting moves by him to see how he can move through this pack as we are getting ready to go back to green.
Yep, pace car's off, coming out of 4, green flag's in the air.
Going into turn 1, clear for the lead is Ray in that 03 car. But farther back in the pack, we're spinning once again. Shannon Wilder, a lot of contact back in the pack.
Oh, that's a big wreck going down the backstretch.
Early mayhem here at Nashville Fairgrounds, as these guys are just, a little bit of contact. Looks like maybe that 84 car on the bottom looks like maybe helped the 10 car around. Not sure if maybe there was any looseness there before the contact. We're going to figure that out soon as we go right behind the 10 car here. Going into turn 1. Oh, a little bit of contact.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 38 car of Bradley Miracle. It looks like Jason Warren just had a big run down the front stretch and just tagged the back of him.
Yeah, that was some contact from the 8 car, I believe, of Joaquin Meza, and then, I mean, the 10 car was just helped around even more, bringing out that caution. A lot of cars made contact there on the back stretch. Looked about 4 or 5 cars. They're going to be able to take, like you said, their quick repair, get back out on track, and see if we can have a little bit of a cleaner restart this time.
Yeah, I think I think just with a bunch of new guys that the league guys haven't raced with, you know, you're not too sure what people are going to do. So hopefully everybody just settles down and we can get into a rhythm and get some green flag laps around here.
Yeah, it just seems like a little bit of impatience going into the corners, causing some of these bumps into the turns. So, like you said, if we can just get some patience or get some rhythm going, maybe they'll be able to turn some laps here. 2 cautions early, coming to 10 laps in of a 100-lap race here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, running these super late model cars. A lot of fun to watch. Those motors, you know, we hear the motors of these, modern cars, but the motors in these super late models are nice to hear.
Oh yeah, you know, I really do hope that that iRacing updates the body style of the super late models, because I know these are the older style, and I'm not sure why they haven't updated to the newer ones.
Yeah, we'll see if we get the 1 to go to green here this time by. Looks like we will. So we will be going back to green here on this next restart. Maybe see a little bit more caution by these drivers. We'll see what can happen. We'll see if Ray's able to get a good jump like last time and get the lead going into turn 1, because you know he's seen in his mirror all this mayhem, and you know he doesn't want to go side by side into turn 1.
Oh, absolutely. He wants to get away from these guys as quickly as he can, and he didn't get a good jump. It looks like Ray beat him to the start.
As we're side by side for the 3rd position, Josh Oswald and Justin Hendry caution out once again. Let's see who that was for. Todd Schultz is showing out of the race, so we'll see if that was on him.
It looks like the 10 of Shannon Wilder just, I think it looks like he clipped the apron going into 1. Oh no, he got turned.
Yeah, bumped in the back. Unfortunate. I don't think that's the first time that Shannon's been hit in the back going into the turn. Yet another case of just impatience going into the turn, and yet another caution here early.
Hopefully these guys start getting this cleaned up. It looks like we had another driver removed from the race, so I'm not sure if that was a frequent flyer when it came to the cautions or what.
Yeah, I mean, you know that Shannon is definitely not happy. Not the first time that driver's been bumped into going into turn 1 or turn 2 this race so far. So, I mean, and I wouldn't be either if I was the 10 car. You know, if you're giving a little bit of patience, you want to see some patience, and so yeah, I mean, we'll have another restart to see if these guys have figured it out.
Well, to everybody watching, I just want to say that that this is this is an open hosted race. So besides the group of league drivers that we have in here, we don't know who we're going to get, which is why we allotted for 3 quick repairs tonight for incidents exactly like this. Our league is based off of clean racing, mutual respect. So hopefully the problem makers have been removed, and we can get some good racing in. I've been excited for racing here in Nashville for a while.
Yeah, I mean, our broadcasts recently at North Wilkesboro and Kentucky, those have been closed hosted races, and I think it's proven with how clean those races have been. We had our fair share of cautions last night, but they were able to run their green flag laps. So yeah, this is an open hosted race. Once these races get shut down to just league members, I can guarantee you these many cautions happening, at least this early on, won't be happening. Like he said, the league really strives for clean racing, and I think, like I said, the broadcasts that we've had in the last couple of days have showed that, and hopefully these guys on this next restart can show that.
Oh, green flag's back in the air. It looks like Ray got another really good jump using that outside lane. They dive into one. They got 3 wide in the back, but it looks like they cleared it.
Yeah, side by side for the 3rd place again between Josh Oswald and Justin Hendry. So we're on board here with looks Josh Oswald on the outside. See him running on the outside of Justin Hendry there. As he is not going to be able to get that position.
Looks like we have another caution.
Looks like the 13 car of Chase Tibbetts. We'll see what happened to him.
Yeah, it looks like he just lost it coming out of 4. I'm not sure if he was bumped.
Little bit of contact from the 26 of... who is the 26? Let me find here. I believe that's Connor, our pole sitter.
Yeah, on my end, it's saying the 26 is me, but definitely not me.
Yeah, for some reason it's showing up with the 26 on there. But yeah, he just got turned around there. Another incident caused by a little bit of bumping in the turn. It might have been the 25. I'm not sure, as he is pitting. So it might have been 25 and I read 26. But yeah, a little bit of contact there causing that spin for the 13 car of Chase Tibbetts. Unfortunate spin for him. We haven't allowed a lot of really any green flag laps, but Ray has made sure to get those good jumps and is out front when those cautions do come out. Because if you do have a caution that comes out quick, the second place car, if they're ahead even for a second, could be the new leader if the caution comes out at the right time.
Yeah, it looks like Ray has it dialed in tonight. If we can get some green flag laps tonight, I think Ray's going to be the car to beat tonight. He seems to gap the field on every restart. Yeah,
and he's made those restarts unpredictable. As you've seen, every single restart, he's just gotten a really good jump, and nobody's been able to stick with him in second place. So, we'll see if Everingham can stick with him this time. Maybe sniff out what he's doing on the restarts a little bit more, and fight for that first position.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we get some that we can get some green flag laps in to see what some of these guys up front here can do. I know Justin Hendry sitting in the 3rd spot right now. He's always got a fast car. You got Jason Warren in, I believe it's a 6th position right now. He's always fast. He's always up competing for wins. So we got some fast guys tonight from the league, and it looks like we got a couple fast guys that just jumped in. So hopefully we can see what they can really do here. We get some green flag laps run, and we can see some good short track racing.
Yeah, I agree with Jason Warren. He showed in practice that he was forced to be reckoned with, and so if he can get some green flag laps, I think he'll be up here contending for the lead in no time. As coming to green this time.
Yeah, Jason always drives the wheels off his cars, so expect every league race to see Jason Warren up front.
As we're heading down the backstretch, getting ready to go green once again. See if these guys can keep it clean on this restart, and see what these guys up front really got, like you said. And again, one to look for Josh Oswald or Justin Hendry and Jason Warren as we're going back to green as Ray restarts really early again, able to get out front of second place Colton Everingham.
Yeah, you see a battle back here for fifth spot. Justin Hendry's on the inside of Jason Warren. Jason Warren's trying to make that high side work, and it looks like Justin's hanging tight on the bottom as we look back up front, and Ray's just pulling away from second place right now.
Oh, and wrecking in the back. The 32 of Jason Warren and many others caught up in this wreck. See what happened there. It looked like it was between Warren and the 85 car. We're going to get a better look at that.
85 car lost it coming out of two, slid up into the wall, and Jason just followed him right up into the wall.
A lot of contact for a lot of drivers in the field. We looked like we were just about to set sail and get some green flag laps going, and another caution here.
Yeah, we got some guys coming into the pits. It looks like Shannon coming in. We got Jason Warren coming in. Keith Durst is in getting repairs. It looks like he used his quick repair. Jake Arnold's on pit road, so that took out a lot of drivers. But it looks like they got their fast repairs, so we'll get them back out on the track and hopefully get some green flag laps running.
Yeah, I mean, eventually you got to think that we'll tally some green flag laps and get some under their belt. It's just a matter of time of when it'll happen, what restart. And obviously, we're hoping it's this restart. Always love seeing green flag racing because then comes in the factor of who has the better car on older tires, because that's when racing gets really fun, is when you see the difference between the people who can run on old tires and who struggle a little bit more on old tires.
Yeah, and with these cars, when you get on old tires, you will slide all throughout the track. And honestly, I almost prefer them on older tires. They get the cars get a little bit more loose, and you got to be careful with driving them on older tires because you can more easily lose it. But at the same time, if you guys can hold your cars on old tires with these things are fun to drive.
Yeah, I haven't done much running with these cars, so I'm not as much one to speak to it, but they definitely look like they're fun to drive. An older car, and sometimes running older cars is a lot more fun than running the cars of now with the Xfinity and Cup and all that. So they're fun to watch, and I have to imagine they'd be fun to drive.
Oh yeah, see with the Cup Xfinity cars, a lot of people say that they kind of drive themselves with how the aero package is set up on them. But with these cars, I mean, you have to be up on the wheel and knowing what you're doing with these cars, or you will lose them.
Well, we are lined up 2 by 2 throughout the field once again, coming to once again another restart. See if these guys back in the pack can keep it clean and see some long run here.
Pace car's off.
As Ray waits a little longer, green flag is out. As he goes to turn one, a little bit better by Colton on that restart.
Yeah, he got a little bit better of a jump. Colton did as they go down the backstretch going into 3. But Colton's he's got his hands full right now with Josh Oswald coming for him.
Yeah, Josh Oswald in that 17, trying to make a bid for that second position and go after the lead shortly thereafter. Colton holding strong onto that second position.
Looks like we got a battle for 4th, I believe. Oh wow, that was one save. That was a really good save.
Yeah, we saw the contact just as I switched over to those drivers. Thankfully, they're able to keep it green. See the sparks. Nice little battle here for 5th position.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's starting to settle in. First, I believe 7 cars are single file. Ray's really pulling away right now up front.
Yeah, as we're basically, I would say, single file throughout the field now. Some nice battling going on here back for the 8th position. As he gets loose, is he able to hold it? He is going to be able to save that car, as that was very close to a wreck. He's able to save it, and we will stay under green here. Battle going on here for 2nd position. Connor Hall, we mentioned him earlier. He was the pole sitter, I believe, and he pit earlier on and go for that 2nd position now.
Well, don't look now, Zach, but we got Jason coming back up through the field. He's working on, I believe that's 6th or 5th position right now. He gets by with his sights on Josh Oswald in 4th.
Yeah, we're going to see what Ray really has now compared to Connor Hall. And like you said, a guy like Jason Warren, as we are getting green flag laps, people are spread out. So we're going to see what Ray has here.
And, you know, these guys are really going to have to take care of their tires. It's only lap 38. You know, we still got 63 laps to go. So these guys are going to have to take care of their tires, especially if this stays green.
Oh, it looks like Ray goes up the track a little bit there.
Oh, we got a car upside down going down the back stretch. And caution is out again.
Who was it? Nathan? Was it Nathan Bryan?
I believe so. Let me see if I can.
Oh,
jump
yes,
on.
it is. See what happened to Nathan here. Going out onto the backstretch, gets loose, hits the wall, and self-flips. I'll be honest with you. In my time in iRacing, I don't know if I've seen a
No,
self-flip.
I don't think either. I don't think I have either. But hey, kudos for him. I'll give him a 10 on the land.
Yeah, that was honestly when I saw no one around him, I was like, how did he flip? And he just hits the wall, and that thing climbs it and flips. So definitely, that you see something new every day on iRacing, I guess.
Oh, looks like we got some takers coming down pit road right now, but the majority of the field, I think, staying out. And what I started to notice with the green flag laps, once they started going, a lot of the guys were sliding their cars coming out of the corners. So I'm wondering if some of those tires or the tire wear starting to take into effect.
Yeah, as we look at the last pit lap, our leader has not pit yet. Connor Hall, who pit last on lap 7, and then you see these guys in 4th and 5th who last pit on lap 27. So a guy like Jason Warren, who pit on lap 27, fresher tires here than any of these guys in the top 3. So maybe this restart for him is a blessing, because he was fast regardless, but now he gets to restart right behind these guys and maybe steal the lead away soon.
Yeah. Do you want to pull him into the booth real quick? See if we can get him.
Yeah, you can if you want. Here, I'll pull him in. Jason Warren, right?
Okay. Yeah.
It's actually... Sorry, I guess only the admin can do that in this Discord, so you're going to have to pull him in here.
All right, let me, Jason, Zach, and Logan up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Well, we've had some kind of a rough start, but that last green flag run looked good. You know, you're sitting in 5th right now with new tires. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I plan on leading probably the next 7 or 8 laps.
Looks like every restart, Ray really gets out there and takes off. So you got your hands full up there, but we'll get you back into the regular chat.
All right, thanks, man.
As we're going back green here, Ray with another good jump. Connor Hall in second. We're going to see what transpires for this lead as we have a battle for third.
Now looks like we got somebody up in the wall at 38, but he held on to it, and we stayed green.
Jason Warren in that third position. He, I mean, we just heard from him. 7 or 8 laps, he wants to be in the lead. Well, in 1 lap, he's able to be in third as we're wrecking. Justin Hendry into the inside wall. Other cars collected as well. Yet another wreck here early on. Looks like the 25 of the 25. Some of these numbers are jumbled up on... yeah, there we go. Zachary Cook. Looks like he maybe gets tight and hits the wall. And that's what caused the entire thing.
Yeah, and he almost flips himself too.
Yeah.
So it seems like these cars getting up into that wall, it doesn't take much for the tires to kind of run up the side of the wall and flip them.
Yeah, that's 2 early flips we've seen here on a half-mile track. It's not something you see much, so to get 2 flips in one race here at this half-mile track, it's impressive, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. Haven't seen that. So hopefully that's the end of it. And it looks like one of the admins has set the restarts to single file, so maybe that'll help kind of spread everybody out.
Yeah, we'll see how that does. Yeah, that'll help, them not be side by side, going into every corner on the restart and keep it green a little bit longer, hopefully.
Well, let's see. Are we going to get the 1 to go here?
Usually I would tell by if they're double file, but we won't see that time. But the lights are still on in the pace car as the free pass will go around.
All right, let's pull Josh into the booth real quick, if you don't mind.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Josh, Logan and Zach up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
So it's been a little rough starting out, but how are you feeling?
Oh, feeling good. I mean, I was trying to save tires, but really haven't had the need. They're not doing too bad. I'm just kind of trying to feel things out to like the last 20 or 30 and really start going.
It seems like every restart, the leader Ray has gotten a really good jump. Do you think you have anything for him?
I think if we get a nice long green run, these guys are a little bit better on the short run. That's all I've got to see so far, but I think if we get a nice long run, I'll definitely have something for him. I'm usually better in the long run.
You and Jason are starting 3 and 4 right now, so maybe you guys can work together. You can follow him past the first 2 cars.
Hang on, sorry that I couldn't hear. What was that last question?
No, you and Zach are starting 3 and 4 on this restart. Maybe you guys can work together. You can follow Jason. Sorry, not Zach.
That's the plan. That's the plan for right now. I'm gonna follow Jason and see if I can't get around him later on.
All right, man. Well, good luck. I'll send you back.
Thank you, sir.
As it looks like we are on the 1 to go this time by. get to see a single file restart here in this race, and we'll see if that fixes things a little bit as the pace car is off. Ray will run around the top of the track as green flag is back out here at Nashville. Gets off to a nice little lead, but Connor Hall right on his back bumper.
Yeah, Connor seems to have benefited from that single file restart. Second place, you get to see when that leader takes off, and he's challenging Ray right now. He looked a couple of times on the inside there.
Yeah, Ray able to maintain the lead though, and Jason Warren still in that third position. Looks like he's taking it a little bit easy, not fighting too hard.
Yeah, if I was in Jason's position right now, I would keep those leaders within reach, but I would let them burn their tires up and then pass them once they were done. But it looks like we got a challenge for the lead as Ray's holding the top side right now.
Yeah, Connor going to go to the low side, see if he can stick it and take the lead. Looks like he will take the lead going into turn 1, and here comes Jason.
Yeah, those new tires are definitely benefiting Jason right now. He's got the speed that those guys up front don't have.
Jason Warren's going to take that second position and set his sights on that lead car in Connor Hall. Connor, a nice 6/10 gap or so. We'll see if he can maintain it.
You can see they're starting in turns 1 and 2. They're drifting up the track and they're running more of a high line there, and then in 3 and 4 they're running he's running a low line. So I'm wondering if he's looking for grip or something.
Yeah, caution is out right now. Not sure who it's for. See if we can't find who that caution was on. Looks like Xavier King's in the pit, so we'll see what happened to him. Not seeing anything just yet. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure who that caution was on.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything either. Maybe one of the admins threw it for something. But I don't see. I haven't seen anybody wrecking yet.
Yeah, we see everybody behind the top 4 cars pitting here, including Hall. Once again, he's going to pit. I believe his 3rd time tonight so far. So obviously Connor thinks that, he's better off getting fresher tires than having that lead spot. As we will go back here with the leader. So 40 laps to go in this so far caution-filled race here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Jason Warren is the new leader. He said he wanted the lead within the next 7 or 8 laps when we talked to him. So that is now, been succeeded, and now, the next goal for him is to keep that lead. And with 40 laps, we're going to see if we can get a green flag run, whether those tires are going to be that important or not.
Yeah, I think with the top 4 staying out, that's going to give Jason the time he needs to really widen that gap once the green flag goes back. But don't be surprised if Connor and Ray start finding their way up there pretty quick.
Yeah, Connor Hall only down to the 5th spot, so he lost 4 spots, but he does have fresher tires along with Ray back in that 7th position. As you see in the bottom right, the freshest tires, like we just mentioned, in the 5th position. Your leader, Jason Warren, last pit on lap 27. And Oswald yet to pit this race so far, still in that 2nd position.
Well, we heard Josh in the booth saying that he likes his tires to be he likes the longer green flag runs, so maybe he's waiting for that green flag run to be able to make his move.
Yeah, I mean, Jason was showing that you know, the first year tires might be good, but he's also just a fast driver. We haven't had that many green flag laps, so I think, you know, Oswald, that's also just, you know, we haven't run that many green flag or green flag laps. Why lose track position? So a tale of two positions here between two different sets of drivers, whether to pit or not. As we're coming back to the green flag, we'll see which one works out here in the final 38 laps.
No pace car is in, and Jason takes off. Looks like he got a decent start, but Josh got just as good of a start.
Yes, I hear wrecking in the back. And it looks like the 85 of Justin Hendry caught up in this one on the front stretch. We're going to see what happened to Justin here. He just got loose out of 4. You know, no contact. Just got loose out of 4 on the restart. That's something as a driver that'll upset you if you, you know, spin yourself out. Especially on a restart. So, you know he's probably not happy with himself. If he does have any quick repairs, you know he'll go get that. As we are almost down to about 35 laps here.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising seeing a spin like that on the restart. And he must have gotten a little bit more speed coming out of the corner than he thought he had.
Yeah, and the way, you know, if you restart on that outside like that, the way your car is angled, if you hit the gas too hard at the wrong time, it's really going to torque that car to, you know, get loose. And that's what looked like happened to him as we see a car take the free pass there. We currently have 9 cars in the lead lap.
Yeah, and with the aero package with these cars, you know, throttle control is really important with how wide these cars are.
Yeah, throttle control starting on that outside, just a good amount of measurables that you have to take as a driver to make sure that you have a clean and successful restart. And just, you know, that time for Justin Hendry, he accidentally spun himself out, but we're going to see another restart here soon, and he's going to learn from that and make sure it doesn't happen this time by, I imagine.
Yeah, Justin's usually he's usually up front. So, you know, tonight's just not his night. You know, all racers, and you can attest to this, all racers have those races where everything can and will go wrong for you. So he's just gonna have to bounce back at the next week for the first race of the official season for Thunderstruck Super Series, and just kind of put this race behind him.
Yeah, I mean, you know, next week's going to be good, at least, you know, for this channel and for, you know, both leagues, this Thunderstruck league and the Rebels League. We have 2 series starting next Thursday and Friday. This one starting next Thursday, and the Extreme Xfinity starting next Friday. So some fun and exciting racing just on the brink. You know, I believe this series is starting at North Wilkesboro, so I mean that's always a fun track to watch, especially with it not running in real life. To at least see it running in a simulator like iRacing is a lot of fun.
Oh, without a doubt, and North Wilkesboro has become a fan favorite. It's become a driver favorite. You really have to drive that track, almost more than you have to drive against the other racers because of how easily you can lose it on that track.
Yeah, you could almost say the same for this track, honestly. Just racing the track more than the competitor, as we are coming back to the green flag as Jason Warren leads him off again. He will go into turn 1 without any competition, but we do have some competition for that 4th position.
Yeah, it looks like Shannon Wilder's giving up. He's going to give up the 3rd position, and he might give up the 4th position right now. He's looking. They're pushing 3 wide, almost coming out of 4. As Jason's just sailing away right now.
Yeah, side by side for that 6th position or 5th position. As another caution has come out. Looks like it's going to be Brady Miracle was in the pits. Not sure if that was him or not. But we're going to find out here. Yes, we see him spun out. We're going to... Oh, and flipping. Another flip here in Nashville. See what happened to the 38 car.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the 12 car of Keith got into him. Keith kind of blinked out for a second on my end.
Yeah, that was just a lot of netcode right there because they weren't anywhere close, and when he blinked, that's when he got turned. So looks like a lot of netcode, which unfortunately, when you do have an online racing service, is going to happen from time to time. Very unfortunate right there.
Yeah, netcode's probably one of the worst things on iRacing, especially if you're up front. We had that in a truck race last week where netcode played a factor in bumping. One of the guys got bumped down into the tri-oval or into the infield at Michigan, and we went back and it was netcode.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate thing that's going to happen when you race online. You don't like to have it happen, and obviously it can upset you a lot when it happens to you, but sometimes you just got to realize that it's going to happen, unfortunately.
Correct, and sometimes you don't even know that it happens or that it was netcode until after the race or when you get your car towed.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, beating and banging, that is part of short track racing. So I fully expected cautions tonight, but hopefully we can get the end of this race under green. I would like to see if somebody has something for Jason up there. Oh, you're okay. So once again, for everybody, while he's taking care of that, for everybody watching tonight, this is a recruitment race for the Thunderstruck Super Series. We'll be running strictly super late models Thursday nights, starting next week at North Wilkesboro. It's a clean, no drama league. A bunch of the guys that started this are also in the original Rebels Racing League, which is part of this network. And it's guys who like short track racing and like running super late models. So if you guys are interested, be sure to go check out the Thunderstruck Super Series page on Facebook, as well as on iRacing, and we'll get you into Discord. But pace cars pulled off, going into 4, and Jason Warren takes off.
Another nice restart.
Yeah, Jason's been really he's been really solid on his restarts tonight, but it looks like Josh got a good restart too. He's keeping them within about 3 or 4 tenths of them.
Yeah, nice fight for the 5th position. Looks like Ray in that 03 car is going to come out with that spot, but not without Shannon Wilder fighting back on the inside. Not going to be able to get that spot. Is going to have to sit in 6-4 now as we go back up here. A fight for the 3rd position between Connor Hall and Colton Everingham.
Yeah, and this is exactly what Jason wants to see. He wants to see these guys battling like crazy back here, pushing 2-3 wide, because that's just going to let him sail off.
Yeah, another thing to remember, Josh Oswald has not pit in this race, 78 laps in. And that's showing right now with Connor Hall on the move to 2nd place, just pit, and will have fresher tires than Jason Warren. We're going to see if he has anything for that leader.
We're coming to get 21 to go, so Connor's going to have to he's going to have to make something happen. He's running that bottom lane real hard. It looks like Jason's still conserving his tires, since we still have 20 laps to go.
Yeah, good single file throughout the pack now. As you mentioned, Jason Warren still in the lead with a 1.1 second lead over Connor as of now. We'll see if Connor can make any spots up on Jason or any time up. We do have a nice little 3-car battle for third spot right now. Josh Oswald, on those older tires, still holding it down. Ray going for that 4th spot.
Yeah, Ray's on newer tires. He's been strong all night, so expect Josh to have his hands full here in a couple laps.
Yeah, Josh Oswald, he was under trouble with Connor Hall passing him, and I was a little worried about him getting past more and more, but for now he holds that 3rd spot, and we'll see if he can hold on to it for the rest of the race. But if we look up to 2nd place, we do have Connor Hall only 8/10 now back from Jason Warren, so he's made about 2.5, 3/10 up so far.
Yeah, Connor's running him down, and it's really turned into a 2-car race, and it looked like the lap previous Ray had smacked the wall coming out of 2. So I wonder how much damage he has, if that's going to affect him at all.
And I will mention a nice little feature iRacing has now that I really like. It's a small feature, but if you look at that right front tire when it goes by in frame, you can see those brake ducts just glowing orange. Those brakes are really hot, especially at a short track where you're braking a lot. They're definitely going to be glowing orange at a night race, as only 4/10 now between the leader and Connor Hall.
Yeah, Connor's really driving the wheels off that car, trying to catch up with Jason, and Jason's going to have his hands full. So we're going to have to see what kind of strategy Jason has for keeping them there. But it looks like Jason got into the wall, which is going to let Connor creep up just a little bit closer to him.
Yeah, the new tire's really showing off right now. We'll see if Connor Hall's able to successfully pass Jason here. It's one thing getting to somebody, but it's another thing passing him. So he's been able to get to him. There's a little bit of wall contact there. He's been able to get to him. We'll see if he'll be able to successfully pass him. I apologize.
Well, it's going to be interesting. A lot of short tracks you want to pass on the inside, but it seems like tonight you're up on the high side, you get that run down the back stretch or the front stretch. It kind of plays in your momentum. It looks like we gotta.
Yeah, he was able to get to the inside there, but not able to pass him, as we do have a lap car coming up. So we'll see if that lap car gets out of the way. If he doesn't, that might cause a little bit of trouble for Jason Warren. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, he's gonna. It looks like Connor's trying the high side, and I'm not sure they know where the lap car is going, so they're gonna need to get past him as quickly as they can.
Yeah, the 68 gonna hit Connor Hall.
The lap car 68 takes him out.
Not
man.
a good look for that 68 car.
No, you hate to see it.
That's where you just gotta let up and let those leaders go by. So, yeah, that's something you don't want to see when two guys are fighting for the lead there. Connor's not going to be happy, and I wouldn't be if I was him.
Oh, absolutely not. With you being a lap car, you should know, especially with 10 to go, you have to get out of the way. You have to let those leaders race. It was going to be a two-car race at the end, and unfortunately for Connor, it looks like his night's ended.
Yeah, the 68 of Lichtenwalker you just got to move out of the way there for the leaders. Slow down. It's not going to hurt you anymore than you being lapped already is. So very unfortunate for Connor. I really feel for him there, as he had a really good shot at winning the race there, and no guarantees he would have passed Jason Warren, but be taken out like that, it's very unfortunate. But for Josh Oswald, we don't, his older tires are going to hurt him, but maybe if Jason Warren just slips up even a little bit on this restart, Josh Oswald could take advantage of that.
Yeah, Josh still hasn't pit, which I'm surprised about. So he's gonna have to hope that Jason is almost mirror driving and focused on him, and makes a mistake somewhere, missing a braking point, or just getting into the throttle too soon.
Yeah, I feel like that's the one thing you can't really do as Jason Warren. I mean, you saw in that last run, he was faster than Josh Oswald. So all the 32 car really needs to do is just get a good jump and just run clean laps. Don't, if he gets to you, then maybe check your mirror. But as long as you're out in front of him, the saying is the win is out in front of you, not behind you. So, yeah, we'll see what kind of racing happens here on this potentially last restart, which will be with around 4 or 5 laps to go, as we're about to take the 5 to go here, and under caution.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can at least get this finish on the green. So, I expect Josh and Shannon to give Jason everything they have. But if it looks like it looks like it's still going to be a single file restart. So, if I was Josh, I would be on that back bumper of Jason coming to the green flag, and potentially almost trying to guess when Jason was going to take off to see if you can kind of get a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, another thing to look for on this restart is wheel spin coming out of turn 4 on this restart. We'll see if the leader, Jason Warren's able to get a clean restart, and that everybody behind him as he is going. And it looks like he's going to get a clean jump and lead into turn 1.
Yeah, and they go 3 wide behind them. It looks like Shannon has got his hands full in 3rd place right now.
Almost have a spinner. He keeps it straight. As Jason Warren coming around and leading another lap. It doesn't look like Josh is going to have anything for him, but he's going to have about 2 laps to decide whether he wins this race or not.
Yeah, right now if you're Jason, you're focused right out the windshield. You're not even worried about what's going on behind you, as we come to get 2 to go.
2 to go here left at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. The 32 of Jason Warren, ever since he got out front, has been dominant as he comes around and he's about to take the white flag, a 2nd gap over Josh Oswald. The fight now really is just on for 2nd position and on.
Yeah, Josh's got his hands full right now. He's really fighting to hold on to that 2nd spot. Ray's going to do everything he can to pass him coming here into turn 3, but as long as Jason hits his marks, it looks like he's going to end up
wrecking in the back. Josh Oswald wrecks. As your winner here at Nashville is Jason Warren. He didn't lead all the laps, but he led the most important lap, which is the 100th, as he comes home the winner. We're going to, real quick before, we're going to see what happened to Josh Oswald there.
Looks like Josh was trying to anticipate which way Ray was going to go, and Ray, with being on those new tires, was faster and
yep, just makes contact there and wrecks him.
Yeah,
we're going to go back with the leader doing burnouts here. Actually on board with him here doing burnouts. As a nice win for Jason Warren. You know, he called out he wanted to be in the lead, and that's just what he did.
All right, so who would you like to pull in first?
All right, we're going to pull in 3rd place Ray, first of all.
I do not have him in Discord.
He is not in Discord, all right. 2nd place Colton Everingham, is he in here?
No.
All right, well then we'll pull in the winner of this race then.
All right, let me grab him real quick. Jason, Logan, and Zach in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. What's up, buddy?
Well, tonight was interesting to say the least. You came out with the win here. You said you wanted to be in the lead, and you got to be in the lead on the most important lap.
Yeah, I knew I had the fastest car. I should have pitted when the 26 did. I navigated from the back to the front twice. I didn't want to do it a third time, and then I saw him come out of the pits in fifth. If I knew I was going to come out in fifth or sixth, I'd have pitted with him. He caught me, and then Lichtenwaldner got into him, so that was that.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we saw that, and that was just really unfortunate for Connor. How are you preparing there to block against Connor there to keep the lead before he got taken out?
He would have never got by me. I was just going to ride the high line and get a great run off each corner. Eventually, him nose bomb into the bottom, hitting all those bumps. He'd have used up his fresh tires himself. He'd have gave me a run for his money. He had the fresher tires. It'd been a great race. It sucks he got caught up in that.
Yeah, it seems like it seemed like that high line just had that momentum coming out of the corners that you could not make the low line work.
Yeah, the low line on this track, it's really bumpy, close to the yellow line. That's one of the main reasons why there were so many cautions tonight. People doing side-by-side racing, and some of the people running the bottom line, hitting those bumps. It just kind of flings your car in all kinds of directions. But so yeah, I just run the middle to high line, and better safe than sorry, I guess.
Well, Zach, do you have anything else for him?
No, that's it. You got any shout-outs you want to give out, Jason?
Yeah, I'd like to thank NSM Wraps. They do amazing paint jobs. Butt Kicker, and Warren's Utility Buildings, Carports, and Garages. The Crafty Crafter. Find her on Etsy. She'll make you some amazing damn jewelry. And finally, 09 Race Shop. Hooked me up with some of the best setups on iRacing.
All right. Well, nice win, and looking forward to seeing more of you in this series if you're racing it. The series, other than the Wreckfield race we had today, but when it comes to the actual league and not just a hosted race, I'm looking forward to the racing we'll have in this league.
Good deal. I'll be talking to you every Thursday from first place.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.
Yeah, you too. That was our race winner, Jason Warren. We didn't have the second or third place, so I believe maybe those were two people who joined the hosted. As we'll go ahead and pull up some graphics here for y'all. If we can. There we go. As you see the race results here, Jason Warren, like we said, comes out with the win. Second, Colton Everingham. And third, sorry if I butcher the name, Ray Mornay. Fourth place, Shannon Wilder. And rounding out the top five, Justin Hendry. Coming home sixth, Keith Durst. And seventh place, Josh Oswald. Eighth place, Keith Littenwaldner. Ninth place, Connor Hall. And rounding out the top 10, Bradley Miracle. 11th place, Carson Nagy. Xavier King coming home in 12th. Zachary Cook, 13th. Nathan Bryan, 14th. Jake Arnold, 15th. Coming home 16th. Remind me how I say this name again? Joaquin. Okay. I apologize, Joaquin. Joaquin Meza, 17th, Chase Tibbetts, and 18th, Todd Schatz. 19th, Devin Smith. 20, Charles McTrender. 21st, J.D. Legg. 22nd, Chase Lewis. 23rd, Jerry Parker. 24th, Jeffrey Johnson. And coming home last, Bray Holmes. That are your results from Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Logan, other than, I guess, what everybody's thinking in terms of the cautions, what else can we take away from this race?
Well, I think the one thing we can take away from this race is if you look at the actual league drivers that were in here tonight, like Jason, Josh, Shannon, we got some fast guys in here, and once we get to actual league racing, I think you're going to see some amazing short track racing.
Yeah, so before we get out of here, once again, this is the Thunderstruck Super Series that will run on Thursday nights. It is an open set-up league that practice at 8 o'clock at night and qualify at 9 o'clock. as you see the season 1 schedule, their 10-week schedule, mainly made up of short tracks, and then you do have Charlotte Speedway in there. But starting off the season, November 5th, which is next Thursday, North Wilkesboro, starting off on a fun track, and looking forward to broadcasting it. We'll see what drivers we have by next Thursday. It should be a lot of fun. Any more comments, Logan?
No, I think I think you hit all the points. You know, I appreciate you doing this broadcast for us and Matt's league. So we're definitely excited to have you on board, and hopefully once the league starts up, we can get some really clean racing, and you guys can have some fun up here in the booth.
Yeah, and thank you as well for jumping in the booth tonight. These guys have been hearing Alex in the booth, but it was nice to have you in the booth as well. And if you ever want to broadcast again, I'm sure we can make that happen. So that is Zach Wetstein and Logan from Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, and we will see you guys next week starting off the season at North Wilkesboro.